Hi, a very good evening to all of you. This is Artaj from Ncaacademy, and I've got you a very interesting topic about recently that has been in news is the sale of liquor that will be home delivered. So, why is this in news and what are the pros and cons of it? We'll discuss it. Why we are doing this is because generally a lot of essays based upon this are coming, and we should know about it. What are the platforms and why the government generally projects it? So generally, जब आपका essay writing आता है, whenever the essay writing portion comes, what are the debates related to it? What do you need to understand? So we'll discuss about it. It's a very simple topic, and it should be, once you're reading it, you should be intrigued about it. Why? So, what are the reasons for it? First of all, why this topic is in news? Because there are certain states such as Delhi, Karnataka, Haryana, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Goa, Kerala who are planning on doorstep delivery. Now, who are the platform partners of it? Swiggy, Big Basket, Zomato, they're looking into it. Why is this really coming into news? Is because the per capita alcohol consumption has increased in 2003 2005. It used to be 1.6 liters, it has now risen to 5.5 liters. This industry generates a total of 52 billion for us. And India is the sixth largest alcohol market, which is worldwide, according to the survey done by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. There are a total of 16 lakh consumers of alcohol between the age group of 10 to 75. 5.7 crore approximately consume because of social or interpersonal problems, whereas around 3 crores consume because of they use it as therapeutic. But is it really therapeutic? That's the question. Well, the safest limit for drinking alcohol is 0 milliliters. It is a fact alcohol consumption causes 3 lakh deaths every year in India. Then the question comes, why this doorstep delivery? Well, the number of reasons for it is first of all the excise duty. The alcohol excise duty is controlled by the state government, so it helps generate a lot of revenue for central and state government. This in turn, the money which is generated from it could be used for the public betterment, for making roads or whatever you think of. Well, it will also, the main reason why the states are saying is that a lot of people tend to consume alcohol while driving and everything. So if you're providing them at home, automatically this road accidents which are happening because of consumption of alcohol will reduce. This is the major argument that they are doing. And also, what are the third arguments in favor of it? They say generally the safety of women. If women want alcohol, so it becomes, a lot of violence tends to come towards women. So they can, safely and securely get alcohol delivered at their home. Now, these are the reasons why the government is, or the people in favor of alcohol delivery are saying it. Of course, the revenue comes as the major reason of it. But now let's come to the other side of it. Why do you think it should not be done? So, as per the research and everything, if alcohol consumption or alcohol delivery is being delivered at home means more alcohol consumption. More alcohol consumption means more people dying, more people going through alcohol. So, second, it is also negative for women for a reason because yes, women might take it as a social stigma not going there, but it's a negative in women because majority of the cases we see that men being alcoholics are bound to hit women in their homes. So this is a major negative that comes out with it. The same thing it becomes is that now people who say that drunk driving might stop because of it, but there's opposite of it. It will consume more alcohol. More alcohol means more liver failures, more diseases. Now the important thing, जो important चीज है कि alcohol consumption से क्या problems है. First of all, you have mental illness which would come, severe depression. There is both fatal and non-fatal injuries that are there, like diabetes are there. Liver diseases can be there. Diseases of the heart and blood vessel. So any person who is diabetic has a heart problem, it's advised not to have alcohol. And there can also be health implication for users, especially the male alcohol people who drink it. They could cause, inter-partner violence, which is a big problem in this. The treatment of these diseases due to alcohol will, of course, increase. It is also increased by 3 lakh crore that people related with diseases are spending much more. So the productivity, now say for example, a person is in hospital, his productivity would automatically be reduced. So there was a very interesting study as to does it benefit the government more or the nation more having taxes on alcohol, or does it cause more problem? So this is the other side of it where the people will have to spend a lot more on, first of all, their healthcare, secondly, their productivity, because they're not fit and fiddle, so they'll have to go into the hospitals. So that reduces the productivity rate, which could be again a factor of it. As we know, the alcohol industry is lobbying for it because it sees more revenue, it sees more things. But what are the policies that the government has? Like, the government has like drunk driving, there's strict laws that your car will be impounded, you will be given a fine or so. Secondly, each alcohol bottle states that alcohol consumption is drinking, but still a lot of people don't tend to look at it, and these factors are undermined. But now let's talk about what could the government do in such a case. First of all, now the factor that comes into existence is what can the government do in terms of reducing the impact of alcohol or negative impacts. So the first thing the government can do is provide higher taxes on alcohol. Second, enforcement of drunk driving laws, which are now getting better and better. Similarly, the money that the government earns from this investment should be given on psychological treatment of alcohol use disorders. So these are the things that you can do. Similarly, if there is doorstep delivery being done, the consumer should be charged, so which increases the prices and the taxes. So automatically, the consumers don't want to use too much of it. This revenue then could further be used by government to take care of mental health, substance use, and all these, जिसे हम बोलते हैं नशा मुक्ति केंद्र, or what we call as your de-addiction camps could be done for that. The government can then also work with health departments and organizations to monitor and evaluate the impact of this doorstep delivery, because it's very important. This data has to come to the government. And also the companies who are willing to do this should share this data with government to understand the health and economic burden. So there is not just that you make some money out of it, but there is the other side of it. If I'm making money, of course, it's causing me problems related to my health, it's causing my loss in productivity. These are things that you need to do. And accordingly, you can then reapproach with the data, you can help reapproach things and see what could be done in the right way or the wrong way. So this is what we are talking about, and this is how the government is generally focusing upon it. So this comes in terms of your essay writing, for and against, in terms of your this. So if any doubts related to this, and what we'll be doing is posting little bit of every for and against related to your alcohol consumption and this. So I hope you found this article of ours pretty interesting, and I think so it's beneficial in terms of writing an essay. Wishing you all the best.